everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun. Yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I fall.
Hey guys, this is a new affiliate thing. So yeah, go to Razer.com for more for gear, for mobile stuff like games and stuff. So yeah, go to my affiliate link down below and you could get it. Yeah, and yeah, go there. Why not? Get PCs, consoles, mobile chairs, whatever you want. So yeah, hope you guys like it and see you later in the video. Okay guys, this is sort of an announcement little part. I will not be doing part 2 to If Naruto unlocks his inheritance part 2 because my nose, I just rewatched the video. The whole video was a mess. It was kind of bad. No, I'm gonna lie. I don't know how it got 1K views, but my nose was stuffy. It was all messed up. So I will be making a part. I'll do a remaster to it, and my next part 2, which will be tomorrow, is What If Naruto Unlocked Special Wood Release. And the ship for that one is Anko. I already told my Roblox friend or whatever that I will be doing part 2. I will make this ship Anko. And so, sorry, sucks to suck. And let's get into the video. And I hope this video will be very fire. Naruto, he's gonna learn more about his brother, his brother, and so yeah, see you later. Okay, so the summary is, guys, so Kushina Uzumaki, she had a friend. It's not Mikoto, but it's Shisui's mother. And her mother couldn't bear children, and the clan was upset. They needed more Uchiha warriors. And so Kushina, wanting to help out her friend, she gave her an egg, or eggs. Yeah, some eggs. And with these eggs, she could bear children, which she bore the child of Shisui. And so since there's some of Kushina's DNA inside of Shisui, or well, most of the DNA, but he is still Uchiha, and he'll still awaken the Sharingan and get as well known as he was Shisui the teleporter. And so this is where Naruto comes in. Kushina births to Naruto, and yeah. So, Naruto and Shisui are brothers in this context, but Naruto nor Shisui know of this. With Shisui's mother thinking that Shisui just she died actually. So, yeah, sucks to suck, I guess. So, yeah. So, Shisui never knows of Naruto, nor Naruto knows of Shisui. And so, yeah. And so now let's get into the story. 12 years later, after Naruto kicked Mizuki into a tree, he grins as Naruto is about to cast a shadow clone jutsu. Mizuki grins as he throws a giant shuriken at Iruka as Naruto's eyes turn into horror. Naruto tries to run as he can't let the man who acknowledged him, the person who believed in him first, die. As his eyes start to morph into a crimson red one Tomoe, as nobody noticed this, but Naruto became faster as time seemed to slow down, and Naruto was able to deflect the giant shuriken with a couple kunai with force. Then Naruto smiles as he's able to grin at Iruka Sensei. Then his face gets serious as he shouts, "Shadow Clone Jutsu!" As the master shadow clones proceed to beat up Mizuki, as eventually Naruto's eyes, after a minute, turn sky blue. and the only one who saw the Sharingan was an old man watching from a crystal ball. Shocked, Hiruzen Sarutobi saw Minato, who he knew to be part of the Uchiha clan, but or no, Naruto or no, that no, my bad. He knew Kushina gave an egg to an Uchiha lady through the medical records. When he back to check medical records, he knew that Shisui the teleporter is related to Naruto Uzumaki, but he wanted to keep it a secret. And so he smiles. So now there are four Uchiha alive: Uchiha Sasuke, Naruto, Itachi, and Akira. Akira, like Uchiha, is Izumi's sister, which Itachi have gotten fond of, and her one wish to Itachi was he just couldn't kill Akira. And luckily, she was able to convince the Uchiha Slayer, and Akira is alive. And so is Sasuke, but she is more quiet, as they are both the last Uchiha. She is traumatized just like him, but luckily the two Uchiha found comfort in each other. But that's it. They just trained a bit together, but Sasuke eventually wanted to kill Itachi, but Akira did not. So I guess it's a clash of ideals, or she just wanted to do nothing with Itachi. Hiruzen smiles, so the three are set up. The three Uchiha squad. I'll tell Kakashi of this news with Naruto. So, so Sasuke, Naruto, and Akira are perfect. He wrote it down, and he put Sakura Haruno. And if you're wondering, with Kurenai as an extra member, since the class was larger than it was supposed to be, as Naruto got his headband from Iruka, passing as they went to go get ramen, happy with his accomplishment of being a ninja of the leaf. The next week, at the Hokage Tower before team selections, Haruzen told Kakashi about Naruto's Sharingan, and he nodded. So this ruins our plan if Naruto loses to the Nine Tails. We don't have Sasuke as our backplate or Akira because they can't control a person with the Sharingan. Because it's just the fact that, do I really need to explain? They have the Sharingan. He has the Sharingan, and he could just clash with Sasuke, and so the Leaf could not control Naruto due to this fact of, yeah, he just has a Sharingan. So yeah. And so Hiruzen says, so we have to smile. As he smiles, we need to trust Naruto and teach him how to use or wield this dojutsu to help tame the beast with this Sharingan. And Kakashi nods and says, how about we give him his brother's scrolls? And Hiruzen nods reluctantly. By law, I have to, because he has to, since it's his close relative, or well, his brother. Hiruzen pretty much has to give over his brother's scrolls once he becomes a ninja. It's not like Minato, since he was his father and he's dead, but Shisui is his brother. And like his father, Minato didn't really have scrolls like that, nor Kushina, because most of this stuff was top secret anyways. But everybody knows of Shisui the teleporter, and what's going to hurt if he's known to be his brother, you know? So, yeah. And so, as Naruto walks into class grinning with his headband on team selections, and Kiba says, Naruto, why are you here? And, and Naruto says, well, a person who passes gets their headband. Kiba snaps, I'm not dumb, but how'd you get it? Did you steal it? He like he smiles at Naruto, and Naruto shakes his head and says no, as Kiba grunts and walks away. Then he goes to sit by Sasuke, and then he starts to glare at him. As then when Sakura walks in and Ino, they tell Naruto to get up as he jumps on the table and stands in front of Sasuke's face, glaring. What's so cool about him? As when he gets bumped, he's right about to kiss Sasuke, but without noticing, Akira grabbed Naruto from the jacket and stopped him. As nobody noticed Akira right next to Sasuke. And so, as a hand stops Naruto from kissing Sasuke, like Naruto says thank you to Akira as she nods at him, and luckily he just goes to another seat, happy that he didn't have to kiss Sasuke. As like Akira grunts and then smiles at his stupidity. As Naruto blushes in embarrassment, he goes to sit in another seat, and then Iruka walked in, and then Iruka announces Team 7, Sasuke, Akira, and Naruto. As Naruto shouts, "Why I gotta be with Sasuke, Baka?" Team. As Iruka says bluntly, Naruto, you got dead last and Sasuke got first place. As Naruto concedes in the matter, getting laughed at. As Naruto and Team 7 is waiting for their teacher of Team 7, as Naruto decides to do a prank. That makes Sasuke grunt and Akira chuckle as his immaturity, but is a little fond of the Uzumaki already. Hours later, a white-haired man is about to enter as chalk hits his head. As Akira chuckles, but Sasuke is not impressed with the joning. As they go on the roof, as Sasuke tells to introduce yourself, and as Akira acts a bit mockingly annoyed at her teacher for being late, says, what do you mean? As Kakashi says, you know your likes, your dislikes, your plans for the future. Uh, Flight just went live. It's June. So yeah. And so, as they introduce themselves, as Akira says, my likes are sweets, training, and my dislikes are certain someone, and my goal is to rebuild the Uchiha clan to its former glory. Then Naruto shouts, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. My likes are ramen, Iruka Sensei, and training, and my dislikes are Sasuke in the 3 minutes it takes to eat ramen. As Kakashi nods, as Sasuke says, as he says, my goals, I don't have no likes. I don't have no dislikes. My goal is to kill a certain someone. And we know who that someone is, but I don't want to tell you. So yeah. As Kakashi tells them about the bell test, as he says that they have the bell test the next day. As Kakashi tells Naruto to stay, as Kakashi says, Naruto, you had a brother, but he unfortunately died. You guys are like stepbrothers, so yeah. As Naruto gets excited, a brother, a brother. As Kakashi nods and says, it's nothing much, but well, it is a lot of stuff, but it's like 5 scrolls. As it basically is the basics of Naruto's bloodline, and it's how to use some of Shisui's techniques. So yeah, as Naruto is happy about having some idea of his family, as he later learns he is part Uchiha like Sasuke and Akira. As he shrugs, as he sees for the as he see what's to do to unlock the first Tomoe of his Sharingan, or as he thinks he has a Sharingan, as it appears to me he has one Tomoe. As the one Tomoe abilities that Shisui had was mainly the Great Fireball Jutsu and kunai skills. As Naruto for rest of that night, um learns the Great Fireball Jutsu, as he was able to accomplish it. And this is, and like this will like Shisui basically gave like an Uchiha guide, as Hiruzen told Shisui, maybe one day you would want to make a guide for a future Uchiha. And this is from Shisui to Naruto, as Hiruzen knew of Shisui and Naruto's relation. He wanted Naruto to have some knowledge about his brother. As Naruto learns more about Shisui and his abilities. As Naruto, he trains that for the rest of the time. As he also learns some kunai skills, or Uchiha kunai skills, or like better throwing, of course. And he and yeah, and he also is learning the beginner stages of how to use the Uchiha fighting style. Luckily, Naruto, like Shisui, was able to make an illusion, and with Naruto's Sharingan, he was able to copy this illusion and get a better base. Well, he basically got the foundation of the Uchiha fighting style through his Sharingan. As Naruto is happy, he goes to the bell test the next day, not eating. As when the bell test starts, he stands in front of Kakashi, as he grins, as he puts his hands together and yells Sharingan, as like Akira and Sasuke look at Naruto in shock. He has the Sharingan, as he sees his the their teammate is part Uchiha, as their shots, and Sasuke smiles a bit. He's just glad that he found another Uchiha member, but he's upset that Naruto never told him about the secret that he was part Uchiha. As Naruto fights Kakashi, as with his shadow clones and his newfound Sharingan, with the clones having the Sharingan too, it's basically Naruto's clones are able to mimic Kakashi's movements and fight Kakashi overall better, as he's able to perceive more. Then Kakashi runs at Naruto and thinks, what else did he learn? As Naruto clash with Kakashi with the kunai. As when they clashed with a kunai, they were able to clash kunai to Kakashi's hand metal thing on like his wrist. And so when this happened, when Naruto did this, he just he used the Uchiha fighting style, reacting to Kakashi's movements with his Sharingan, and he was basically had a little advantage in the fight originally, but Kakashi gets an advantage over Naruto, as then Naruto jumps like in the air and says, "Fire style, great fireball jutsu." As Sasuke and Akira were shot, he knows the fireball jutsu too. How? I don't remember giving or I don't remember the scrolls in the Uchiha library that he's has or that he's learned. And so Naruto, as Kakashi was shocked, then Naruto runs at him again, as he thinks, So Naruto has a lot of chakra, and he's about low tuning level, probably around Sasuke's level due to his Sharingan. But he does have a better base for improvement due to the Sharingan, as he has a better fighting style, better throwing. All he really needs is better chakra control and a better, well, intelligence wise. And so Kakashi is still able to get behind Naruto, but right when he gets behind Naruto, Naruto reacts to this and dodges and then throws a kunai right at Kakashi's face, but he dodges as Naruto was able to jump out the way and shout fire style, great fireball jutsu, as Kakashi says water style, water bullet, as the two attacks clash. And then Kakashi makes a substitution and gets behind Naruto, knocking him out and tying him up to a tree. As Kakashi says, good job, but you're just not strong enough. As then Naruto tries to break free, as he gets to, as Sasuke and Akira have their fights, both their own fights with Kakashi. As um yeah, they don't pass, but Sasuke decides to share his meal with Naruto as Akira and Sasuke confront Naruto after about this, and as they go to Ichiraku to talk about this, as Naruto tells him everything, as as Sasuke nods and Naruto asks, "Do you want to use my scroll that I got from my cousin?" As Sasuke and Akira both say no. As Sasuke is way too humbled or way too arrogant to accept something from Naruto, and he doesn't think it's right, as that's Naruto's own little family or immediate family. As he says, I'll stick what I got from my family, as I was the main branch. He says arrogantly, as Naruto huffed and walked away. As Akira's reason was, um, she felt that it wasn't her place, or she shouldn't take a scroll from Naruto's family, as she has her own family scrolls that she could use. But both her and both them still need experience and knowledge on how to use their dojutsu. As when they all awaken their own little dojutsu, they will yeah, like Kakashi will train them all basically at a certain point. As yeah, as there's no bias in the team, since they all have the Sharingan, which is basically a cheat code, as is there like no real favoritism. As now they do missions, as since there's no blood, well, there's no real blood boil in the family in like the team. The missions go easier and there's better teamwork, with Naruto occasionally and Sasuke going at it as rivals, but since they have more love for each other and open affection, since they're both Uchiha. And so, yeah. And so, Sasuke also understands that Naruto didn't know who Itachi was, nor he knows, or did he know that he was Uchiha in the first place. But he's just happy he has another Uchiha relative, and he wants to and he doesn't hate Naruto or anything like that. And so yeah, and so as now it's their mission to wave. As they go on their mission to wave, as Naruto uh, begged, what's his name, Hiruzen to go. As they all go on the mission, when the demon brothers pop out, Naruto still have this frozen reaction as Sasuke and Akira were able to save them both. As as they both grinned at Naruto, called them called him a scaredy cat, and so yeah, and so as they called him a scared cat, um, as they did that, Naruto was able to he was he was able to recover a stabbing into his thing, as Akira and Akira looked worried for her friend, or her her like her friend, but Naruto ended up being fine, as yeah, as then yeah, he's fine. So yeah, now it's as they go farther, as Kakashi asks Tazuna about Wave, or about what like what what's their talent and stuff about. As Tazuna explains to Kakashi about what's happening and all that stuff in Wave. And so Kakashi accepts Tazuna's apology on what's happening in his country. As now, it's the end. Well, no, it's not. It's not the end. And so, with this, Zabuza attacks, as the fight with Kakashi happens the same, as they later realize that their teacher has the Sharingan too. As when as with Naruto turns on his Sharingan, as when Zabuza attacks from the back, he's able to see it right away as he stabs, or no, as Kakashi attacks them right away, as Naruto just tries to deflect with his kunai, but his kunai breaks, as it stalls Zabuza to get kicked in the chest by Kakashi. As they have their little bout, you could say, as Naruto and Sasuke save them the same way with their thing, but at the end, Naruto adds fire style fireball jutsu, as it hits Zabuza's back, burning it, as Naruto as Kakashi body Zabuza as Haku, or the Max Nin saves Zabuza. Yeah, saves Zabuza. As when this happens, um, yeah, yeah. And so Naruto, Sasuke, and Akira both both all do a tree walking, as the team is really balanced, really. With Naruto's Sharingan, he's able to um basically have a advantage in a way, but not a real one. As Akira, since she's a girl, which girls have better chakra control, or she has better chakra control, she finishes earlier, but she still has a lot of chakra. So yeah, but she has way better control than Naruto and Sasuke, as they both finish at the same time, having the same amount of real chakras, basically. And so, later that day, Sasuke says, "Oh, Naruto, I wanted to give you something. You will probably like it, as it's an Uchiha, and like a half Uchiha logo, half Uzumaki logo on the back, with an Uchiha attire, with it being orange and black mainly, with the Uchiha and Uzumaki logo, as they are like he's happy about this and it accepts it. He opens his brother's scroll again, and it says the next step is developing the body flicker, as not like Naruto at first learns the 10 hand seals one, as he's able to go like a short distance, as he starts to learn how to use it, but it's not to Shisui's level. Not like not anywhere close. As he's also starting to learn illusions and how to cast them with his eyes, as he needs help, but he tried to cast an illusion on Kakashi, and it failed miserably. He wasn't even able to cast it as the man eye smiled at him, and he says, they just try to cast an illusion. As Naruto nodded, as Kakashi chuckles, I'll teach you that later with the team when they awaken their Sharingans. As, yeah, that this is the end of the parts. And as Obito is almost dead, this would end it up. And for a person who says, how about you just don't add extra to the end? And that's a good idea, and I'm gonna do that. And so yeah, that's the end of the video. Please like and subscribe and share to peoples, and see you later, guys. Yeah.